Good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh, I'm gonna have to get used to, I'm like looking in the viewfinder. I got a new camera specifically for this, so I'm really excited about the camera and I'm excited to share what's up. This is our first morning in our first Airbnb, which will serve as our temporary housing because we just packed up our whole entire apartment in Hershey, Pennsylvania and put everything into storage, and now we're here. So we do not have a permanent address. We are house hunting while we're up here in New York and bopping around. So today we're in the Catskills.
Mabel, hi.
Hi. Guys, this is awesome. I'm so pumped to be like sitting here and doing this with you. It is Monday morning. What time is it? 7:10. I'm up, I'm good. I have my coffee. I'm gonna sit down with my planner. What I'm not doing is going to a full-time job that I hate right now. And that is crazy, so crazy. So since this is the first time I'm like actually talking on YouTube to you guys, I've had this YouTube channel for a couple years now, but I never did anything with it. I tried once to like repost a couple TikToks onto YouTube Shorts and that was it. So this is really like the introduction to the YouTube world and I'm just so excited. Did I say this? Yeah, my name is Abby. I have been doing social media stuff for about 2 years now, and just kind of like sharing parts of my life that I was already doing, you know, like cooking, reading books, yapping about stuff, but in like a real person way, not in like a classic like influencer-y way, at least in my opinion. So I've been sharing and doing stuff like that for about 2 years. I really started in like the fall of 2022, but I have always been especially a YouTube girly. I love a good yap. I love sitting down with the girls. Like, I'm being so for real right now. I have watched the same like handful of girls vloggers on YouTube since I was like a freshman in high school. So they're like my girls, they're like my friends, and they don't even know it. So I just love this space. I'm so excited to like jump on in it. And I really did figure that this would be a good time to do it because number one, I just quit my full-time teaching job because I hated it. Just generally, I'm gonna have a lot more time, which is great. And we're also going through like a really crazy time of life right now. My husband and I, we don't have any kids. I am married. I've been married for 4 years to my high school sweetheart. I know, crazy. And we have a dog who you already saw, and that's Mabel. But we are currently in an Airbnb in Hudson Valley, New York. So we're in like the Catskills area right now. Last week, we had our last days of work. We packed up our entire apartment in about 4 days and we put everything in storage. And so we're literally living in Airbnbs while we look for a home to purchase up here. So this is like a crazy time. I really was interested in documenting as much as I can for you, and long form content just felt like the right, am I clicking this? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to this. Long form content just definitely felt like the right move because there's a lot to chat about and a lot to show you. So if you found your way here, that's just so freaking awesome and I'm so excited to be here with you. But we have a couple different things on the list today. This is not even the right week. Here's the right week. Okay, so my husband just left the house. He started his new full-time job today. I actually have a job interview today, so we're gonna have to get ready for that. And that's really like the number one thing on the list. I have a couple videos to edit and I have some of my like social media stuff to get my head on straight with. I also hope to actually sit down and film some content. I'm staring at a stack of books over there that I brought with me that I need to like chat about and film a little bit with. I didn't even sip this coffee yet. But I haven't like sat down and filmed anything for real in over a week because we've just been so crazy and chaotic. So I would like to do that today, get back in the groove, and I will take you guys with me. But I'm so excited. Aren't you pumped? What did I get for breakfast? Oh, we're gonna do oatmeal. So let's make oatmeal. It is super weird being in somebody else's kitchen, you know? We did bring a lot of stuff because number one, we kind of had to. This is not like a typical Airbnb situation. We're like living here, and also we didn't have a home to leave stuff at. So all of our stuff either went in a storage pod, which is essentially like a combination between a storage unit and a moving truck. You put all your stuff in the pod and then it gets stored and then it eventually gets moved to you wherever you need it, which is very convenient, and that's kind of what we needed in general. Needless to say, we're still adjusting to like where everything is in this kitchen, and it's weird, but it's fine. It will definitely do. What I did do is pack like every single thing we had in our pantry. So that's this stuff. There's another box. There's a big yellow box down on the floor. So I did have to grocery shop, but I didn't have to get the pantry stuff, which is good. I can't believe I have a job interview today. I haven't had a job interview in 6 years. Yeah, and I'm also interviewing for a type of job that I like have never done before officially. It's a social media manager position, which based on their job description, it feels like I'm qualified for it. They also didn't have any like specifics, like you need to have a marketing degree or you need to have a communications degree. So my job today is to convince people that I know what I'm doing based off of my experience working for myself with social media and the teaching stuff of it all. Like, I personally think the teachers have the best skill set. Like, we can do anything because we have to. Good morning. Hi, chicken. Do you take a nap? Say hi, everybody. I'm Mabel. All right, what do we want? I think we're gonna do peanut butter, which Mabel will be pumped about. Let's do chocolate peanut butter, because I'm almost out of this one. Plain Simple Eats protein is the best. My code is Abby10 if you ever want to try it. This oatmeal never looks good, but it is delicious and it's gonna keep me nice and full. That is what we need. I also prefer to eat my oatmeal cold, which I know might make me like a psycho, but what are you gonna do? Mabel's gonna be mad at me because I don't think I'm gonna share with her today. Okay. Yeah, it's good. I got some blueberries too for oatmeal, which I will share with Mabel. Blueberries are good for dogs. Good job. I'm gonna sit down with my oatmeal. I think I'm going to read a little bit, chug some water. I just started a new audiobook. It is The Night We Lost Him by Laura Dave. And then I want to start this as my physical book right now. Variation by Rebecca Yarros. This says it's on sale November 19th, so I'm very grateful that I got an advanced copy. So I'm gonna read this and hopefully give you a review before November 19th. So I have a little bit of time before I have to actually start getting ready for this interview, so I'm gonna chill out a little bit.
Hey, how are you doing? What's going on with this ear? Should we fix your ear? Look at that, beautiful. Mabel, how are you liking New York? You like it? Mabel, are you a good girl? You're not really feeling it? Okay, sure.
We were definitely nervous about Mabel because she literally has never done anything like this in her life. Like, she was born in the place that we lived. She lived in one house. She never did too much other than that. But she has been a rock star and I'm just so proud of her. We were seriously stressed about it, but we didn't need to be, which is really good to know. Also, I did these really little braids, like these tight braids yesterday because we were going outside a bunch and like being on hikes and whatnot. And I haven't taken them out. They've been in for like 24 hours. So I kind of am a little nervous, like what my hair is going to look like. It's probably going to be pretty kinky. So I feel like I'm I'm probably going to be wearing it up for this interview because otherwise, like, I will probably love the way it looks, but I don't know if it's like interview vibes. I don't know. We'll take them out together though. I'm just not ready to get ready yet. And neither is Mabel. She's sweepy. All right, let's see. Let me actually... Yeah, I haven't done braids this tight in a while. I usually just sleep with a French braid, like one down the back. One thing about my hair that I will always say is true is that whatever I do to it, it really does hold. So if I curl it, if I straighten it, if I have braids in, it will stay. So I don't know what that actually says about my hair, but on a normal day, I would rock this, but I don't know about the interview. Let me get some dry shampoo. Maybe hit it with the brush first. Give it a zhuzh. See, this is looking like a jump scare. This is gonna bring it back to life though. It always does. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like my hair always looks like a train wreck before it looks good. Crazy. Okay, I'm gonna put this up, let the dry shampoo sit, and then hop in the shower and get this going. See you in a minute. Hello again. Don't mind the grays. We're gonna shake them out, obviously. I have a little over 2 hours before I have to leave the house for this interview. I really didn't know what to expect in terms of like a new job situation after I quit my full-time teaching job, which by the way was 1 week ago. The way I've turned my social media stuff and the community we've built into more of a job, I would say, than a hobby in a way that I still love it is definitely unexpected. And like I really did not see it coming just in general. But then once we started up with like the actual moving process and like leaving my other job, I really wasn't sure if I was going to immediately apply for another job and like go try to get another job. But honestly, I think it will be good for me during this transitional time. Number one, I don't know anybody here except my husband. We have been talking to some people like around town that we've been seeing, and everybody's been super, super nice, and we're just trying to be like personable because why not? But other than that, like if my husband is at work all day, I'm either talking to you guys, which I do love, or like I can go out and do some things, at least for now and whatever. Also, the next phase of this entire plan is buying a house. That's like the whole point here. So yes, my social media stuff is financially in a good enough place that like it can be my job. However, we also need to be able to secure a home loan, like for a mortgage. So a job with a salary that can give me an offer letter and like, yes, secured amount of this money on paper at least is going to be really helpful in securing a home loan right now. So would this be a job that I would have forever? Probably not, but I am excited about it. Like I said, I'm pretty qualified on paper. Their qualifications in the job description were mostly like, the number one was like good verbal and communication skills, and I'm like, got it. And I have spent the last 2 years building my own social media, so I don't know. Am I actually qualified? I'm just telling myself that I am because it's helping with my confidence for the whole situation. You know, if I get it, amazing. If I don't, on to the next. That's kind of how I feel, so. Still crazy though, nonetheless. I think I'm gonna film an actual get ready with me, like with my makeup for TikTok. I don't really know how are we supposed to like determine what goes on YouTube and what goes on TikTok? This is nice just because I can just like literally set the camera up and yap. I don't know why it feels like more of an okay thing to do with this camera than my phone. Maybe my phone I'm just used to like quicker with the TikTok of it all. I don't know. This is the first day I'm using this camera like this, like actually talking to it, and I already feel like I'm loving it. Oops, who knows? Maybe the long form content girlies hate to see me coming. I feel like people who are used to short form are like very afraid of the idea of just like long form yap yap yap. I am not. I actually have a harder time with short form, which is why I think YouTube will be cool for me. I'm gonna sit down and film that get ready with me for TikTok. Alright, I have a lot going on right here, sorry guys. But I just got ready and I still have a little less than an hour before I want to leave for this interview. All I have to do yet is take Mabel out before I go, do my hair, which I did decide I'm gonna leave it up, not like this, but and change my clothes. So I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to get some videos onto my laptop. I just sat down and filmed, which felt good. It's been a while. And I could do a little bit of editing right now. I just don't want to cut it too close. So I'm gonna have to cut myself off I don't know. Honestly, I'll probably want to cut myself off within the next like 20 minutes or so, just because I need to make sure I have enough time. Where we are currently staying, we are literally on top of the Catskill Mountains. So we're out there, which means that anywhere we actually have to go takes a little bit longer than we would like. So we're kind of killing two birds with one stone with these like Airbnb things, because we obviously need a place to stay while we house hunt, but we're also here to like figure out where we actually want to buy a house and live. So for example, do I see us living full-time on the literal top of the Catskill Mountains while we're in our 20s? Probably not. So this is temporary for now, but that's like part of the good thing about doing this, because we get to figure that out now instead of buying a house up here and being like, yeah, no, we don't like it. All right, I think I'm gonna do some editing. I also need to chug this water. You hiding? Maybe what if we do this? There we go. Now we can see both of us. Okay, good morning, guys. It is the next day. Sorry, I didn't really pick up the camera after I started it yesterday. I'm still trying to figure out like what the style is gonna be with these videos. I figured I would just give you a little update. My brain has just been running so much lately. I'm a very reflective person, like introspective. I'm just always thinking about everything. Lately, these plans have required a lot of reflection and like thinking and planning and whatnot. So I am kind of in the middle of like some weird feelings. I cannot describe to you how weird it is to adjust from a lifestyle of teaching where I'm like on to the max all day long, every single day of the week, to me literally being in a cabin on top of a mountain in the woods with little to no obligations. I feel weirdly very guilty, and not like, oh, because I left the kids. Like, I genuinely don't even know how to exist with like, I don't know I don't have kids to take care of. I have Mabel to take care of. I have myself to take care of. This isn't even my house. So like, I don't really have a lot of responsibilities right now other than like keeping myself well. So for the first time like in my adult life, I actually have the time to like dedicate to wellness, which like I'm mostly thinking, I mean, honestly, physical wellness, because I have not been as physically well and active as I would like to be lately. But mentally well too. Like, I am trying to just allow myself, sit down and read your book. You don't have to be doing 30 million things all the time in order to like be okay or be productive. And I'm just sharing the thoughts that are in my head like out loud with you guys, because what else would I be doing, I guess. Another notable update is yesterday I had my first interview since quitting my full-time teaching job. It was my first interview in my adult life that didn't have anything to do with the education system. I'm sorry, like I didn't put the camera up in front of me to do any of that stuff or like reflect with you in real time. I'll get better about that. That's gonna be one of my goals. But here's what I'll say about the interview. I felt really proud of myself that I was actually able to loop together like all of my past experience and qualifications in a way that made sense. It makes sense to me, like somehow joining up 5 years of teaching experience with social media and digital content creation and my master's degree in creativity and innovation. In my head, it all connects and it all intertwines, but I was proud of the way that I was able to like articulate that in what I felt like was a really natural way. But I was applying for a social media manager position, which is pretty cool. Other than that, we had a pretty chill day yesterday. My husband started up his new job, and great news for the Connicks, great news. He had just a nice and easy and good day. Coming out of teaching, our perspective is just so different. My husband was also a teacher. Our perspective is just so different where like I don't think you understand the way that teaching takes over your whole entire life, even when you don't mean for it to. I was never the person, my husband was never the person that like made teaching their personality. In fact, we worked really hard to not have it be that. And still, feelings that you carry with you all throughout the day, like it's not even, I wouldn't even say we like brought work home. We didn't do a lot of grading at home. Like it wasn't like that, but just the way that teaching in your day to day like takes everything out of you. We'd come home and like need 2 hours to like disassociate, and all we wanted to do was just flop on the couch and not connect with each other and not connect with our friends or go do anything. And it just like was not not it. And if you know, you know. So for him to come home yesterday and be like, yeah, it was a nice day, easy day, and we're moving on, and you know, work tomorrow will be fine. That's huge. So, thumbs up for that. So our plans for the day are to read a little bit here. I did sit down, I looked at my planner this morning, I edited a video already. Please let me know what kind of reading content you want to see on YouTube, because I'm definitely interested in like what you guys want to see. And the only other thing for today is that it is election day, which scares me, but I voted in Pennsylvania before we came up here to New York. My husband voted in Pennsylvania before we came up here. Pennsylvania is one of the stars of the show today, which is kind of terrifying. So cross your freaking fingers and everyone stay safe out there. But we're gonna read now. It is 11:30 and I have just been like having a chill but also productive morning. It is freaking beautiful outside. I think it's supposed to get to like 70 something in the Hudson Valley of New York today, which is just beautiful. And it's providing me a little bit of peace on this election day, because I do feel as though some anxiety is starting to settle in. I think we're gonna go for a little walk. I'm like 70 something pages into this book though, so that was good this morning. I'm also currently using a note that I found from my nanny as a bookmark, so I love that. I gotta say, first couple days vlogging on the camera, I love the freedom. I love the just like set it and forget it, do a little yap. I feel like we're gonna be able to really get just like totally, completely authentic, and I love that. This whole like living in the Airbnb situation is definitely super weird because we can only be so organized. This particular Airbnb, the owners have a lot of their stuff around. So like we tried to organize our stuff as best as we could, but we don't have any dresser drawers. We don't have any closets. So we're literally just out here doing our best. Let me know if you guys want to see like a tour, Airbnb tour. We're here for the entire month of November. Our last day that we have this place is the day before Thanksgiving. So let me know if you guys want to see it. Hello you guys, it is the next day. It's the day after election day, so it's a little tough around here. Really though, I have been yapping about it on TikTok, so yeah, I already have been very clear with the fact that it's a tough day. But I'm doing a lot in my brain today. I'm really like, I don't know, I'm in a weird place for a lot of reasons, but I'm also in a weird place because I'm really trying hard to figure out how I'm gonna structure my days. I'm gonna structure my life. Going from like not 0 to 100, going from 100 to 0, like being a full-time teacher and now being able to do like all of my tasks whenever I want and do whatever I want whenever I want. It's kind of like crazy and weird and overwhelming, but it's good. So I just ate lunch. I think me and Mabel are gonna go for a walk. Let's see if she likes that idea. Hey Mabel, do you wanna go for a walk? You do want to go for a walk with Mom? I'm balancing you. I should not be doing this. Is that better or worse? I don't know. I'm clearly sweaty. We did a 2-mile walk. Oh, I forgot to end it. It is warm out there today in New York. It's like 70 something degrees, but that felt really good. In these coming days, I really want to try to get out earlier because I feel like I've been waiting till the middle of the day, but I would prefer to do that in the morning. I just don't know if it starts to like get cold, what that's gonna look like. All right, it's about 1:45. I am going to shower. I'm gonna wash my hair because I haven't washed it since we've gotten here. So like last week. And then I think it's time to put my phone away. I would really like to read a good chunk. That's gonna be my goal. So I'll see you after I shower. Look what I found. A dead, sweepy puppy. Did you have a nice time? Good morning, it's Friday. Hi, I didn't talk to you, I don't think, at all yesterday. Up and at 'em this morning because we have a second interview for that job from the beginning of this week, so I'm so excited. I got up and I had coffee and I sat right down and got to work because one thing about me when it comes to deciding I want to do something or I want something, is I'm gonna literally do everything I possibly can to make it happen. So that means being a little bit extra. So I was not told to bring anything to this second interview, but you just heard the printer in the background. I sure did make a hypothetical content calendar for this position for the month of December. So I planned out an entire month's worth of content for this brand, for this company, and I made it look all cute and stuff on Canva. So I'm actually pretty happy with it. I hope they are too, and I hope we have good news to share because securing a solid new job that is not teaching would just be like the cherry on top to all of this, because then we can really, really seriously start house hunting. So I'm so excited. I'm so happy. And I promise I'm gonna do a better job vlogging today. I'm getting used to it. This is, hold on, my hand is hurting. This is obviously like first week, you know, trial run. So hopefully, I don't know what this footage is gonna shake down to be, but like, I'm really happy if you're watching this, and I hope that you can give me some feedback. Like, what do we like? What do we not like? What do we wanna see more of? Because I'm just loving like hanging out with you guys in my little camera. So, okay, we need to like actually take our time to get ready today because I plan on showing up and stepping out. So we gotta shower, I gotta do my hair, and then maybe I'll sit down with you and do my makeup. Guys, I have to say this too. I really am struggling with the teeny tiny bathroom in this Airbnb. She is teeny tiny, so I'm trying to get ready, but like, this is what we're working with. So let me set you up. I would have set you up earlier, but I was listening to and responding to voice memos from my two best friends. I don't know if you guys are voice memo people, but it's basically like my preferred mode of communication because it's better than a phone call. Because like, what if you're not in the mood to yap, or like what if you don't have it in you to like answer a phone call and do the damn thing? But a voice memo, you get to decide when you have the time to listen and send stuff. So I feel like it is literally the best possible choice for communication. Also, everybody always asks me how I do my hair when it's curled like this, which it's not often. I used to do this way more. I really have not been doing it frequently for a while now, especially now that I'm not like reporting to a job. But I literally am just curling it with a wand. This is the Wavy Talk curler, also the one that like has the different attachments that you might have seen on TikTok. It's the one that like has the round brush that can attach. I got sent this within the first 2 months of me posting videos before like I was really doing anything, and honestly I love it. I literally have used it since then, but it's just a wand. Like, this is all I do. And then I feel like the key comes in with the like zhuzhing at the end. Like, I'll brush it out and then do some hairspray and it gets like fluffier. The lighting in this bathroom also freaking sucks, so we're gonna do our very best. Okay, jump scare, but we have officially curled my whole head just with the wand, and I look crazy. Now this is the part that I feel like takes it from like wand curls to actually looking how I want it to look. Before you get to this point though, one thing I will say is I do feel like your haircut matters. Like, I feel like you kind of need some of these front little babies to make this happen. I also do have long layers, but at this point they're mostly grown out. So here's where we start. So I'm gonna walk you through this. All I have is a regular old hairbrush and hairspray. I know you're not gonna want to do this, but you do have to brush all of the curls out. Now, something that I also recommend is letting them sit a bit. So I curled my whole head now, probably like, I don't know. It's been a while, 20 minutes or so. So let them set, let them cool. Okay, now already loving it. These guys, you have to also just play with them. But what I like to do is I like to just kind of zhuzh them up. Now pull it in the front. Get it to kind of where you want it. And it's gonna fall a little bit too, which is fine. We want them to fall. I feel like mostly where you want to focus your hairspray is in the front, especially up here, because we kind of want this to stay where it is. So, but what I try to do is like, I don't want to be playing with the curls all day long. So these front pieces, I do kind of want them to stay put. Doesn't need to be perfect. I'd actually prefer that it's not perfect. And now we gotta go put our outfit on. Okay, can you see me? Here's the fit check for our second interview. We have an oversized button down from Amazon. We have this little sweater vest dress thing from Show Me Your Moo. I just have black leggings on and my black riding boots, and then I have my pair I wear glasses because I think they're cute. So I'm prepared. I have all my stuff ready. I'm gonna go and I feel good. So wish me luck. I'll update you after. Well, hello. I'm home. I am heating up some leftovers for lunch right now, and I changed for my interview. I just had Mabel outside and she played around a bunch, but good news is I think the interview went really well. I gotta be so honest with you guys, I am really feeling good today. Some might say that I am being dramatic recently, but I literally don't care what anyone says because I genuinely feel like I changed my whole life. Like, my husband and I made so many choices in the last year that have all amounted to like this time. And I just can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop like looking around me and being like, oh my God, my entire life is different. And it's all because of choices that we made and things that we have actively done. Like, none of this just plopped into our lap. New job, interviews, really cool new place, all of the opportunities with social media and just getting to connect with you guys. And I just can't believe it. So I am just feeling good. Like, I can't describe how good it feels to just have days like this where I'm still incredibly productive, but I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing everything that is on my to-do list for work stuff. Like, none of this is for nothing. So that's amazing. Oh, I just feel so good. So it is Friday. It is the end of the week. This is our first week in New York, and I just am so excited to be here with you guys. So you have to tell me, like, what are the vibes that we want from YouTube? Like, do we want more of the chatty? Do we want like specific things, specific themes, specific videos? I am so open to feedback, like whatever you guys think, but I'm so glad that you're here. I literally can't even describe it. Like, I cannot even tell you. So I love you. Make sure you stick around for more videos, and you can follow me on all the other things if you want more, but thank you for watching, and I can't wait for the next video. Bye guys.